You get from 400 billion to a trillion over the next 5 years simply through growing your assets, or do you also need significant contributions from the Saudi government?
You just mentioned two of the things that we're planning to get to the $1 trillion and $70 billion to be exact. So we have grown our assets. That's the first thing. The second thing is whatever we're receiving from the government in the form of cash and other assets. And we've been getting some of these assets and cash from the government. The third thing is the dividends that we're getting from our investments. And the fourth thing, of course, is the financing that we're getting, and we've been very much active in financing. Having said all of these four elements, we are very much conservative in our books, and I'll give just an example. The Giga projects, which is one of 6 different portfolios or pools of investments that we have at the PIF, has 3 of the major projects like NEOM, the Red Sea project, and Al Qiddiya in our books as $1, which is practically nothing. So we think in few years, once the parts of these projects get operational, all of this value will go higher.
Yes, sir. Obviously, the focus of the fund is to spur domestic growth in your economy, and a lot of your investments are directed domestically. But that doesn't mean you aren't investing around the world, including here in the U.S. Even though it may become a smaller percentage, the dollars are actually going to grow. How do you view right now those investments, and where are you looking when it comes to the world right now in terms of any particular asset class or geography?
That's absolutely right. I mean, maybe the percentages are going lower from 30 to a range between 21 to 25% as asset allocation from our assets under management. But the absolute number definitely will be increasing. So we're thinking we've deployed like $130 billion in the past 3 years internationally. And I think this number will be doubling up, although we're lowering our allocation to the international. Most of the spending will be in the local economy, and it's going to be in new projects. It's not going to be in like investments in the secondary market. So we'll be spending money in the Giga projects. We'll be spending money in the sector development. We've spent in the past 3 years or so and establishing 30 different companies from 10 different sectors, and this number will be really increasing. We are committed to spend about 150 billion riyals, which is an equivalent of $40 billion as a minimum, an annual basis from 2021 annually until we reach 2025. So that means we're like more than tripling our investments in the Saudi economy. Now, looking at the international investments, definitely will be continuing and deploying more funds, and these funds will be fresh money coming in, and it's going to be recycling of our current investments internationally. We don't have any bias towards a certain geography. We always look for the best investment from the long-term perspective, and we've been doing it quite well in the past, and I'm certain that we will continue on doing the same thing too.